Here are some adjectives to describe Debbie's appearance. Wholesome, conservative, prim, proper. Sitting next to me is Joe, Debbie's husband of 43 years. Welcome here. So, Joe believes hiding behind that apron is a wild, insatiable, sex-addicted woman who is leading a secret double life and cheating on him. Yeah.
43 years ago, high school sweethearts Joe and Debbie fell madly in love with one another.
I met Debbie when she was a sophomore and I was a senior at a high school football game. I fell in love with this woman. I found out she was pregnant in her senior year. By the time she graduated, we were married.
All seemed perfect for this young couple.
It was my job to work and take care of the family. Debbie was our cornerstone. She took care of the house. She took kids to church. She was a good wife.
There was only one problem. After 43 years of marriage, Joe believes that church-going, happy homemaker Debbie has been hiding a deep, dark secret.
Today, I have reason to believe that my wife may have been cheating on me for the 43 years that we've been married. I'm afraid that she may have a sexual addiction. I want to know why my wife was diagnosed with an STD. I want to know if she's given me a disease and never told me. I believe that she may have been involved with sex parties. How can you explain men showing up at my door? This is tearing my family apart. I would best be sure she passed everything with flying colors. I hope I'm the biggest dumbass that ever lived.
Joining us today are Debbie and Joe's children as well, their daughter Jennifer, who's in our audience, and their son Justin, who is backstage. Okay. 43 years of marriage is one big lie.
That's what I'm afraid of.
She is a sex addict?
Facebook has come into our lives, and I'm afraid it's destroyed our marriage.
Well, you know, I do a lot of shows, on lie detector tests and things. Facebooks, texts, cell phones. They really, really play a big role in this.
Well, she has downloaded a program called Nearest Friends.
Yeah.
And you can connect with a person instantly.
And she's on Facebook with these people all the time?
It's what I'm afraid of. I've discovered that a secondary symptom of one of the pills that she's taken is sexual urges.
Did you discover that your wife had a sexually transmitted disease?
I thought it was warts, something like that you get from a frog. I didn't know anything about it.
She says whatever problem she has came from a public toilet seat.
That's what she told me.
Here's your lovely daughter Jennifer in the audience here, right? Jennifer, nice to see you.
Hi. Dad, you have got to stop. She takes care of you, and you are just losing it. You are going crazy, Dad.
You found out that there were 4 people at one time knocking on your front and back door of your house.
In one afternoon, 2 men came to the back door and knocked on the back door. They said they wanted directions on a little 1,000-foot dirt road that dead-ended.
Right.
The 2 that came to the front door wanted to sell me insurance, but didn't tell me what type of insurance, didn't tell me what the company was, nothing.
I think it's time to meet Debbie. Everybody. Hi. Nice to see you. Use the term sex addict.
I know, I can't believe it.
That's the secondary
You're a sex addict.
part of those pills.
He says he came home early from work one day. 2 men were knocking on the front door and 2 men were knocking on the back door. He thinks you got an orgy going on.
Yeah, he thought I was pulling the train. That's what he said, the train.
He thinks you were pulling a train. Okay.
Yeah.
You do admit that you have been diagnosed, right?
As what, a sex addict?
No. Debbie, I don't even want to say it's an STD.
Oh, yeah. I really feel like I had to have gotten it somewhere. I haven't had sex with anybody.
Not from sexual intercourse.
No, not from intercourse at all.
Welcome to the show. Have a seat. So, you think your father has some truth in what he's saying?
All the evidence is hard to deny. I mean,
Like what?
Like the STD, it's got to come from somewhere.
How about the Facebook? You think that's kind of strange?
I think Facebook actually messes up a lot of relationships.
Debbie, have you ever used Facebook or any of the apps on Facebook as a means to meet other men to sleep with? You said no. The lie detector test determined you are telling the truth. When Joe came home early from work and 4 men knocked on the doors, both front and back, did you sleep with any of those men? You said no. The lie detector test determined you are telling the truth.
Sorry.
Debbie, did you get an STD from sleeping with a man other than Joe? You said no. The lie detector test determined you are telling the truth. Debbie, are you addicted to sex? You said no. The lie detector test determined you're telling the truth. Finally, Joe, Debbie, during your marriage, have you had sexual contact of any kind with any other man? You said no. The lie detector test determined you are telling the truth. Welcome, everyone, to my official YouTube channel. The lie detector test has determined you are in the right place. Make sure to subscribe to get daily updates, watch full segments, and see original content. Until next time, America, see you on YouTube.